Food as medicine is not just a poetic idea or a modern wellness trend, it is a deeply scientific truth that has been rediscovered through decades of research and clinical studies. The human body is designed with a remarkable capacity to protect, heal, and regenerate itself, and the food we eat is one of the most direct and powerful ways to activate these natural defense systems. When we understand food not merely as fuel, but as a form of medicine, we begin to unlock the biological power within our daily choices. Every bite we take has the potential to influence our health at a cellular level, affecting how our genes behave, how our immune system functions, and even how diseases like cancer grow or retreat. The body is equipped with 5 powerful defense systems: angiogenesis, regeneration, the microbiome, DNA protection, and immunity. Each of these systems plays a crucial role in keeping us healthy and resilient, and each one can be strengthened or weakened by the foods we choose to consume. Take angiogenesis, for example, the process by which our body grows new blood vessels. While healthy angiogenesis helps wounds heal and keeps tissues nourished, an overgrowth of blood vessels can feed cancer cells and help tumors expand. Certain foods like green tea, tomatoes, and soy have been scientifically proven to normalize angiogenesis, cutting off the blood supply that tumors need to grow. This is food functioning as a precise, targeted medicine working in harmony with the body's own defense mechanisms. At the cellular level, our diet directly influences the environment in which diseases either flourish or fade. Foods rich in bioactive compounds, like polyphenols, flavonoids, and antioxidants, help neutralize harmful free radicals that damage DNA and initiate cancerous mutations. For instance, blueberries, pomegranates, and dark chocolate contain compounds that protect the integrity of our cells and slow the aging process. In scientific terms, they reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the primary triggers for inflammation and cancer development. When you eat these foods regularly, you are not simply nourishing your body, you are engaging in a form of preventive medicine that operates quietly, continuously, and powerfully. One of the most extraordinary aspects of food as medicine is its ability to modulate the immune system. Our immune cells constantly patrol the body, searching for abnormal cells that could turn cancerous. But these immune soldiers require nourishment and balance to function effectively. Foods like mushrooms, garlic, and cruciferous vegetables contain compounds that can stimulate immune activity, helping our body identify and eliminate cancer cells before they form into detectable tumors. Conversely, diets high in processed sugars, refined oils, and artificial additives weaken these natural defenses, making it easier for disease to take root. By eating in a way that supports the immune system, we effectively strengthen the body's first line of defense. The gut microbiome also plays a critical role in the body's healing power. Within our digestive system live trillions of bacteria, many of which are essential to our health. These microbes help regulate inflammation, balance hormones, and even influence how well we respond to treatment. The foods we eat directly shape this ecosystem. Fiber-rich foods like beans, whole grains, and vegetables feed the beneficial bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids, substances known to suppress tumor growth and support immune resilience. On the other hand, diets lacking in fiber or overloaded with animal fats can create an imbalance, promoting harmful bacteria that encourage inflammation and disease progression. When we think of food as medicine, we must also think of it as nourishment for the microscopic allies living within us. Our DNA, the genetic blueprint that dictates how our cells behave, is constantly under attack from environmental toxins, ultraviolet radiation, and metabolic byproducts. Yet, the body has built-in mechanisms to repair damaged DNA before it turns into a cancerous mutation. Nutrients from certain foods enhance these repair processes. For example, the sulforaphane found in broccoli sprouts, the lycopene in tomatoes, and the catechins in green tea have been shown to activate protective genes while silencing those that trigger cancer growth. This means that through food, we can influence gene expression, turning on the body's healing code while turning off its disease-promoting pathways. Beyond the molecular science, the concept of food as medicine also changes our relationship with eating. It transforms meals from routine acts of consumption into deliberate acts of healing. Each ingredient becomes a choice with purpose. The color on our plate is not just aesthetic, it's biochemical diversity. Reds, greens, purples, and oranges represent different plant chemicals working in synergy to protect the body. Eating a rainbow is not a catchy slogan, it's a scientific strategy to engage multiple defense systems at once. When people adopt this mindset, they shift from fear of disease to empowerment through knowledge. Food becomes not just something we enjoy, but something that works for us, supporting vitality and longevity. Even more profound is how quickly the body responds when we make these changes. Studies show that within weeks of adopting a diet rich in plant-based foods, measurable improvements occur in blood vessel health, immune activity, and inflammation markers. This means the body is constantly recalibrating, responding to our dietary signals in real time. The notion that it takes years to see benefits is outdated. The truth is that healing begins almost immediately. Our body listens to what we feed it every single day. The right foods send signals of strength, balance, and renewal, while the wrong ones create confusion, inflammation, and vulnerability. The ancient wisdom of Hippocrates, who famously said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food," is now supported by modern scientific evidence. Clinical trials and epidemiological studies continue to reveal how diets abundant in whole, unprocessed, plant-based foods are linked to lower rates of cancer, heart disease, and metabolic disorders. What was once intuition has become measurable science. The medical world is beginning to recognize that prevention is not merely about avoiding risk factors, but about activating the body's natural intelligence through diet and lifestyle. When people understand food as medicine, they also begin to see that small, consistent changes can yield profound results. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Even one additional serving of fruits or vegetables each day begins to shift the internal chemistry of your body toward healing. Replacing processed snacks with a handful of nuts, swapping sugary drinks for green tea, or choosing whole grains over refined ones are all small decisions that collectively build a powerful defense network within. Each meal becomes an opportunity to tip the scale toward health rather than disease. Ultimately, the power of food lies in its accessibility and simplicity. Unlike synthetic drugs, food has no side effects when consumed wisely, and it works in harmony with the body rather than against it. It doesn't just target one pathway, but influences many simultaneously, creating a web of protection that no single medication can replicate. This is the essence of true medicine, something that heals not just symptoms, but the root causes of imbalance. Through this lens, eating becomes a form of self-care rooted in biology, not indulgence. It's about respecting the body's intelligence and giving it the tools it needs to defend, repair, and rejuvenate. Food is the language through which we communicate with our cells, and when we speak the right language, through fresh, vibrant, nutrient-rich ingredients, the body responds with energy, clarity, and resilience. Food as medicine is not about restriction, it's about abundance. It's about rediscovering the immense power that nature has already placed within our reach and using it to live not just longer, but better, stronger, and with greater vitality every single day. When we talk about 5 healing foods that can help fight cancer and repair the body, we are talking about harnessing the extraordinary power of nature's pharmacy, foods that contain bioactive compounds capable of influencing our biology in measurable, life-changing ways. The concept is not about magical cures or miracle diets, but about evidence-based nutrition that supports the body's defense systems. These foods are not exotic or inaccessible. They are often the very ingredients we pass by in the grocery store without realizing the powerful medicine they hold. Each of these foods has been studied for its ability to target one or more of the body's natural defense systems: angiogenesis, regeneration, the microbiome, DNA protection, and immunity, and to work synergistically to maintain balance and prevent disease. One of the most well-researched foods for cancer prevention and healing is the humble tomato. Rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant, Tomatoes have been shown to inhibit the growth of cancer cells by reducing oxidative stress and regulating angiogenesis. Lycopene works by protecting DNA from mutations that can lead to uncontrolled cell growth. Studies have found that regular consumption of cooked tomatoes, which enhance lycopene absorption, is associated with lower risks of prostate, lung, and stomach cancers. Tomatoes also support cardiovascular health, helping maintain healthy blood vessels, which in turn keeps tissues well nourished and less susceptible to chronic inflammation. A major driver of cancer. This shows that a simple food like the tomato can act on multiple levels, defending the body while also promoting repair. Next is green tea, a beverage that has been used for centuries but is now recognized by modern science for its profound anti-cancer effects. Green tea contains catechins, particularly EGCG's epigallocatechin gallate, a compound known to interfere with the growth and spread of cancer cells. EGCG acts like a molecular switch that can turn off cancer, promoting genes while activating those that support healthy cell function. It also enhances the body's antioxidant capacity, neutralizing free radicals that cause cellular damage. Research shows that populations with high green tea consumption have significantly lower rates of several cancers, including breast, colorectal, and liver cancers. Green tea's power lies not only in its chemical composition, but in how it supports the immune system and improves the body's ability to detoxify harmful compounds. When consumed regularly, it becomes a simple yet potent daily defense mechanism. Another food that deserves attention is the cruciferous vegetable family: broccoli, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. These vegetables contain glucosinolates, which are transformed in the body into isothiocyanates, compounds that have been shown to deactivate carcinogens and prevent cancer cells from multiplying. Broccoli, in particular, contains sulforaphane, a bioactive compound that activates detoxification enzymes and stimulates the body's own antioxidant defenses. Sulforaphane has been found to inhibit tumor growth, especially in cancers of the breast, prostate, and colon. What makes cruciferous vegetables so unique is their dual action. They not only protect healthy cells, but can also trigger apoptosis, the programmed death of cancerous cells, allowing the body to eliminate threats naturally. By supporting DNA repair and reducing inflammation, these vegetables play a critical role in cellular regeneration and long-term health. Berries, especially blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries, are another cornerstone in the fight against cancer. These fruits are packed with anthocyanins, ellagic acid, and other polyphenols that protect cells from oxidative stress and inhibit tumor formation. Berries have the remarkable ability to modulate several signaling pathways within cells, preventing them from turning cancerous. The antioxidants in berries also support the body's repair mechanisms, helping to regenerate tissues damaged by environmental toxins or radiation. Their impact on the microbiome is equally significant. The fiber and natural compounds in berries nourish beneficial gut bacteria, which play a role in regulating inflammation and immunity. Clinical studies have shown that diets rich in berries can slow the progression of precancerous lesions and improve outcomes for patients undergoing cancer treatment. These small fruits deliver concentrated doses of protection in every bite, proving that healing power can come in the most colorful and delicious forms. The fifth food, one that often surprises people, is mushrooms. Certain varieties such as shiitake, maitake, and reishi contain beta-glucans, complex sugars that enhance the body's immune response. These compounds help activate macrophages and natural killer cells, which are the immune system's front-line defenders against cancer. Mushrooms also contain compounds that inhibit angiogenesis, depriving tumors of the blood supply they need to grow. In addition, they help regulate inflammation, ensuring that the body's healing processes remain balanced and not overactive. In traditional medicine, mushrooms have long been used to promote vitality and longevity, but now modern research confirms their ability to support immune modulation and improve resilience against disease. The beauty of mushrooms lies in their versatility. They can easily be incorporated into daily meals, quietly strengthening the immune system with every serving. These 5 foods, Tomatoes, green tea, cruciferous vegetables, berries, and mushrooms represent more than just ingredients, they are tools of empowerment. Each interacts with the body in unique ways, targeting specific mechanisms that can prevent cancer or slow its progression. Together, they create a network of protection that enhances the body's natural intelligence. When eaten regularly, they don't just prevent disease but also aid in repair and recovery. For instance, the antioxidants in berries and tomatoes help rebuild tissues damaged by oxidative stress, while the compounds in cruciferous vegetables and mushrooms stimulate detoxification and immune resilience. Green tea, on the other hand, promotes cellular harmony by balancing the signals that control growth and death within cells. This combined effect is what makes food-based healing so powerful. It's a symphony of natural compounds working together to restore equilibrium in the body. It is important to understand that these foods do not act in isolation. Their real power comes from how they complement one another. When combined in a balanced diet, their bioactive compounds can have additive or even synergistic effects, amplifying the body's defense capacity. For example, the lycopene from tomatoes becomes more potent when paired with healthy fats like olive oil, allowing for better absorption. Similarly, the antioxidants in green tea can enhance the effects of the polyphenols found in berries. The fiber from cruciferous vegetables and mushrooms further supports the microbiome, which helps regulate inflammation and immune response. Every meal becomes an opportunity to build a holistic defense system that operates across all of the body's biological layers. The regenerative aspect of these foods is equally profound. The body is constantly renewing itself, replacing old or damaged cells with new ones. Foods like these provide the nutrients and molecular signals that guide this regeneration. Sulforaphane from broccoli activates pathways that enhance stem cell function, promoting the growth of healthy tissue. Lycopene from tomatoes protects endothelial cells lining the blood vessels, maintaining circulation and oxygen delivery. The polyphenols from berries protect skin and organ cells from damage, contributing to faster recovery from injuries and inflammation. Even mushrooms contribute by modulating growth factors that influence tissue healing. Through this natural synergy, food not only prevents disease, but also helps rebuild the body from within. Scientific research continues to validate these effects. Clinical trials have shown that diets rich in these foods reduce biomarkers associated with cancer risk, such as inflammation, oxidative damage, and abnormal cell proliferation. Epidemiological studies across various populations confirm that individuals who consume these foods regularly have lower rates of cancer and improved overall health outcomes. These findings highlight that the relationship between diet and health is not incidental but fundamental. The human body thrives when nourished with the right biochemical information. Information that comes directly from nature's design. Understanding and applying this knowledge transforms the way we eat and think about food. Instead of seeing meals as separate from medicine, we begin to recognize that every choice we make has physiological consequences. The tomato soup, the cup of green tea, the salad filled with broccoli and berries, the stir-fry rich with mushrooms, all of these can be viewed as daily acts of self-care. The taste, aroma, and color of these foods are not only pleasurable but healing. They bring balance to the body, stability to the immune system, and clarity to the mind. By choosing foods that heal, we engage in one of the most profound forms of preventive medicine available to us. A medicine that is affordable, accessible, and deeply aligned with how our biology is meant to function. Empowerment through choice is the realization that every individual holds the power to influence their health through the decisions they make each day. Especially when it comes to food. It is the understanding that our well-being is not merely a matter of luck or genetics, but a reflection of how we live, think, and nourish our bodies. The food we choose to eat is more than just sustenance. It is information that communicates directly with our cells, guiding biological processes that determine whether we move toward health or disease. When we recognize this truth, we reclaim control over our health and become active participants in our own healing journey rather than passive recipients of fate. The The moment we understand that what we eat, how we eat, and why we eat all have profound implications on our body's ability to fight disease and repair itself, we begin to see every meal as an opportunity for transformation. This concept of empowerment starts with awareness. Many people go through life eating unconsciously, guided by habit, convenience, or cultural norms, without realizing that each choice they make has cumulative effects on their body. Processed foods high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and additives may provide short-term satisfaction but silently weaken the body's natural defenses over time. On the other hand, nutrient-dense whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and lean proteins feed the body in a way that strengthens its inner systems. Empowerment through choice means breaking free from the automatic patterns that keep us trapped in cycles of poor health and consciously choosing what supports vitality. Awareness turns eating from a routine task into an intentional act of self-care and self-respect. The beauty of this empowerment lies in its accessibility. You do not need advanced medical knowledge, expensive supplements, or elite training to make healing choices. The ability to improve your health begins with simple, everyday decisions, choosing water instead of soda, vegetables instead of fried snacks, or whole foods instead of processed ones. Each of these decisions might seem small, but collectively, they build resilience within the body. The body responds to consistency, not perfection. When people understand that even small steps in the right direction can lead to measurable improvements in energy, immunity, and overall well-being, they begin to feel in control. The process of transformation does not come from deprivation or strict diets, but from empowerment. The knowledge that each meal is a vote for your health. Empowerment through choice also means understanding that healing is not a one-time event, but a continuous dialogue between you and your body. Every cell in your body is listening to what you provide it, and over time, your body adapts to the environment you create through your lifestyle and dietary habits. When you choose foods that fight inflammation, balance hormones, and support immunity, you are giving your body the tools it needs to heal naturally. This mindset removes fear and replaces it with confidence. Instead of feeling powerless against disease or aging, you begin to see that your daily choices are your most powerful form of medicine. It's a shift from dependency to self-determination, from uncertainty to empowerment. This empowerment extends beyond the physical. It transforms the mind as well. When people start eating in a way that nourishes their health, they often notice improvements in mood, focus, and emotional balance. Scientific studies show that a diet rich in whole foods supports not only physical health, but also mental well-being by stabilizing neurotransmitters and reducing oxidative stress in the brain. This means that every healthy meal does not only feed your body, it feeds your mind and spirit as well. When you feel mentally clear and emotionally grounded, making better choices becomes easier, creating a positive feedback loop between body and mind. True empowerment comes from this integration, where the act of choosing healthy foods strengthens both physical resilience and psychological confidence. In many ways, empowerment through choice also challenges the conventional idea that health is something that must be treated externally with medications or procedures. While medical interventions have their place, they often treat symptoms rather than root causes. Food, however, addresses the foundation of health by influencing the very systems that keep the body in balance. Choosing the right foods activates natural healing mechanisms that are built into our biology. This realization is liberating because it shows that healing is not dependent solely on external systems, but begins from within. When people understand this, they take ownership of their health journey and become proactive rather than reactive. Another essential aspect of empowerment through choice is knowledge. Understanding what foods heal and what foods harm gives people the confidence to make informed decisions. Misinformation and marketing often create confusion about what is truly healthy. Empowerment comes from learning the science behind food. How antioxidants neutralize free radicals, how fiber supports gut health, how omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation, and how plant compounds regulate gene expression. Knowledge turns uncertainty into clarity, and clarity fuels commitment. When people know why certain foods benefit them, they are more likely to make consistent, lasting changes. Empowerment is not about blindly following rules, it is about understanding the reasons behind the choices we make. Empowerment through choice also extends into community and culture. When individuals make healthier choices, they influence those around them. A family that decides to eat more vegetables, cook at home, or reduce processed foods often inspires others to do the same. This ripple effect can transform households, schools, workplaces, and entire communities. Health becomes contagious, spreading through shared experiences and mutual encouragement. Empowerment thrives in connection because when people see others making positive changes, they realize that it is possible for them too. Each empowered choice adds to a collective movement toward better health and longevity. There is also a profound psychological aspect to empowerment through choice. Many people struggle with feelings of helplessness when faced with illness or the threat of disease. The idea that we have some degree of control through our daily actions provides hope. Hope is not a passive feeling. It is an active force that motivates change. When you realize that you can influence your health with something as simple as what you eat, you begin to act differently. You start seeing your kitchen as a healing space rather than a place of indulgence. You begin to take pride in nourishing yourself and caring for your body. Empowerment transforms fear into action and confusion into purpose. Empowerment through choice also teaches balance. It is not about perfection or restriction, but about making mindful, sustainable decisions. It means understanding that health is built over time and that occasional indulgences do not erase progress. What matters is the overall pattern of choices. When people allow themselves flexibility, they are more likely to maintain their healthy habits long term. Empowerment comes from the freedom to choose consciously rather than from guilt or obligation. It's about developing a relationship with food that is based on respect, curiosity, and self-love rather than fear or punishment. In the larger context, empowerment through choice represents a shift in how society views health and prevention. It encourages individuals to take initiative, to seek knowledge, and to believe in their body's capacity to heal. It emphasizes that prevention is not passive. It requires participation. Every trip to the grocery store, every meal prepared at home, every ingredient chosen with intention is an act of empowerment. These daily rituals shape not only personal health outcomes, but also the collective health of society. When people make empowered choices, healthcare evolves from disease management to true wellness cultivation. Ultimately, empowerment through choice is about aligning our daily lives with the natural intelligence of our bodies. The human body is constantly seeking balance, and our choices either support or disrupt that balance. When we eat foods that promote healing, move our bodies regularly, and cultivate positive mental habits, we work in partnership with our biology. We stop fighting against ourselves and start supporting the natural processes designed to protect us. This partnership creates a sense of trust and confidence in the body's ability to heal. It reminds us that we are not powerless but active participants in our own destiny. Empowerment through choice is the bridge between knowledge and action, between awareness and transformation, and between surviving and truly thriving.